Hey folks, this is Jake over at Heartland Marine. I'm going to do a quick walk around video on this 2008 Chaparral 264 Sunesta. Point out any flaws I see, kind of let you know what we're fixing, what we're not, and give you an overall idea of the condition and let you know exactly what I've got. Starting here at the bow, got a few little scuffs, mainly from the roller here. I don't know if the camera's going to pick these up. You kind of see that one. Those should buff out a little bit. I got a couple small scratches that probably won't, but nothing major. I mean, hardly even feel them with your fingernail. So I'm gonna leave those alone, but when we buff it, those little scuffs should come out. So this was kind of interesting down here. When I first looked at it, I see this black mark, and it looks like there's some kind of resin or fiberglass. So I did some investigating, and it turns out that that roller right there, the guy that previously had this boat was worried about that roller chewing up the keel. So what he did is he took it to a fiberglass shop, and he had an extra layer to protect that keel. Now normally those rollers are the kind of yellow neoprene and you don't have scuff marks. So what you're seeing there on that black, that's just the scuff mark from that roller. Now it does have a little line here of where the fiberglass, the guys over at the fiberglass shop kind of put an extra layer there to protect it. So not a big deal. That black scuff, I think if we take some acetone, that'll just wipe right off. But just wanted to point that out because that's not something that you normally see. The guy was just kind of worried about it damaging it and didn't realize that it really wouldn't. I had a little bit of a kind of a scratch here that somebody had filled in with black paint, so it's harder to see. It doesn't stand out, but that's filled, so I'm just going to leave that there. Same thing with here, a couple small little scratches that are filled in. Now we haven't buffed it yet, but there is some ghosting where the previous registration and the stickers were. And I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but you do have a brighter gel where that graphic was. It might lighten up a little bit, kind of blend in a little bit more once we buff the sides, but you'll probably still always, at least for a while, have that shadow of the graphic. And again, not a big deal, I'm just being picky. Small little scratch right here below the Chaparral logo. A little bit of a ding and some scuffs here. Nothing major, no chips in the fiberglass. Drive looks good. Couple more little dings in the rub rail. Let's check the ladder hatch in the cooler here. Sometimes these get slammed and you'll see cracks and chips in here. I'm not seeing any of that on that side. This thing's a little dirty. We haven't had a chance to detail it yet, but we will. Ladder hatch looks good there. I do have a little bit of spider cracking right here around the hardware. That's not uncommon, and it's not very deep. It's just into the top part of the gel, so no big deal there. Got the pop-up cleats, which are nice so they're not in the way. A little bit of a chip here. That one I'm not going to use gel, but I'll probably sand it down and just fill it. It's not into the fiberglass, but it's kind of close in that crack, so I'll sand it down and I'll at least fill it. It's not going to be gel coat, it'll be kind of a marine epoxy, but it'll be filled up and sealed. Now this side's a little bit harder to get the video on because I'm right next to this other boat, but I'll do what I can. A little bit more ghosting on this side on the graphic. Well, where the graphic was. I mean, overall, there's not much on the outside of this to complain about. A little scratch here that's been filled. Bottom one here that hasn't been filled. So we're gonna leave those alone. They're not very deep either. But I mean, overall, boat's really nice for an 08. Give me just a second, we'll go inside. All right, here we are inside. Normally I like to do these after we get them detailed, but I had a client request a video, so I'm gonna do it beforehand. If you can look past just being a little dirty, we'll get her cleaned up and looking as nice as we can. The back pad vinyl looks good. All the seats and everything looks nice. Does have the grill option. I thought it maybe had a fridge, but it does not. It's just got the slide out for the cooler. Dual captain's chairs look nice. Bolsters good shape. Sometimes you'll see these bolsters that are kind of look like they're falling down this way, and there's really not much I can do to fix those. But yeah, these look nice. Seats are in good shape. Got a couple little nicks here. I'm gonna have my vinyl guy fill those in, so no big deal there. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. And I always like to check the corners because a lot of times if you're not paying attention, the seats will rub. No, everything looks good. I was looking here to see, I got a little bit of discoloration on the dash, but looks like that's just road grime because it's all moving around and coming off. So that'll clean up. I am missing the compass. Not sure why, but that's gone. Probably won't do anything about that since we've got GPS. It does have carpet, but carpet looks like it's seen better days. Pretty tatted. We'll have to lay it out and make sure I've got everything here, but I'm gonna say it's gonna need carpet. So if somebody wants to order that, I can order carpet at my cost, or I've got options for like that sea deck style material, which on a boat like this makes it look really modern and nice. Storage in the helm. And here we've got, looks like a couple filler seats. Yep. So I'll have to look and see if I can find the bars. They should be in here, but I haven't seen them yet, so I'll definitely look. But there's a bar that goes across here, and then another one that goes here. And these pads, they lay in to fill this in completely to turn it into a big layout area. Get these out of the way here. And I got a little nick in the filler pad. My vinyl guy touched that up. Got a few cuts in this removable step down pad for the bow. So the stuff here I'll fix. Up here on the top I'll do the best I can. Once we get real close to those seams, sometimes my vinyl stuff just doesn't hold all that well in the seam. So I'll do what I can. The big one will be fixed. These littler ones, the only one that I don't know are going to be, like I said, the ones that are real close to that seam. I'll try, but it may not work out 100%, but it'll look a lot better than it does now. So this is the 08 264 Sunesta. Overall, I mean, I'm gonna say a solid 7. Once we get it cleaned up and just a few things touched up, I mean, it's gonna definitely be 8+. Again, my name is Jake. I'm over at Heartland Marine. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Area code 816-394-8850. Thanks.